Hey y'all, come on in. So what we finna do, we finna make us some ground beef, mushroom gravy, and some homemade biscuits. Alright, so what I'm gonna use now, I'm gonna use a beef onion packet, and I'm gonna use a mushroom packet, mushroom gravy packet. Give it that amazing flavor. I'm gonna put a little everything green in here. And I'm going to turn around and put my onions and mushrooms on. And I'm going to season this skillet over here. I'm going to let them sweat. And then we're going to work it out. All right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get started working this stuff together. I'm going to put just a little bit of flour in here. I got to fly y'all from all this traffic this weekend. I wish it would have come over here to this fly trap, but it ain't going to do it. Get my flour. I'm gonna get a little flour. I'm so sick of this bug. It's bothering me. We're gonna bust the egg. I really don't want to bust this egg, but I'll use this one. These are my cake eggs. Somebody done sent me some fresh eggs from their phone. So what I'm doing, I'm going to let these do what they do. But I'm not going to burn them. I'm going to add some butter. But I'm sweating my skillet and seasoning. Okay? Don't take a lot. Turn it down. We're going to use the rest of this in just a minute. Turn it down on low. We're going to cool it all the way down. We ain't gonna let them burn up. Hey y'all. So I'm gonna take, add my little pepper. Cause flour don't come seasoned. This one don't. But y'all know my water don't come seasoned. There's a little salt. And just let that cool down. You don't need 13 or 11 eggs either. Hold on 1 second. Somebody acting up. I'm going to pull you down a little bit. You're trying to go crazy. These are doing good. Let's cool that skillet down. Turn it off for a minute. We're going to cool that down. Because it wants to show out. That's why I had to pull them to the side. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my meat in here on top of these onions. What I'm going to do. I just seasoned this here skillet. I done fixed it. And I know if anybody been messing. So now what I'm going to do so I can get my little patties even, I sometimes make them big and sometimes I make them small. So you can just take your scooper and I'll determine, do I want them real big or do I want small ones? It depends on how many people I cook for. So I have this one as well. Let me see if I want to make this scoop. This is about the scoop size I think I want. So I'm going to take them, roll them. Don't want them super thick. And I'm going to lay them on top of these onions. I'm going to add a little more butter. And I'm going to let them cook on top of these onions to give it this amazing. Y'all know how that is if you ever be cooking your ground beef. And it just tastes so good. Got that little hint of onion like how your mama used to do. And that's too much. Let me get this skillet started. Put a little more butter on here. I'm going to work on some biscuits. And I'm going to do some minute rice today. Nothing fancy. Just want my husband to come home to something to eat today. Because I don't cook every day. And then he can take some to lunch tomorrow. Take some with him to work. Okay? And y'all know I also use my little Dale and everything, but let's get this skillet on. I'm going to wash my hands before I put my other ones on because I'm going to pull my mushrooms off. Hold on 1 second. Here I come back. Hold on, y'all. Mushrooms are meat And mushrooms take on the flavor you give them. So now I'm going to add a little dill. Put a little dill over him too. You gotta be careful with dill though. Dill is got salt in it. Even the reduced, it still got salt in it. So mushrooms take on whatever flavor you give them. I'm so old school. Look, I gotta make some biscuits, and I ain't gonna throw nothing away. So I took the end of the, I just rubbed it down. I'm just old school. Let me put some more of those on. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let's put us some more on. This is Darius Cook's Everyday Skillet. Every day. Darius Cook's Everyday Skillet. I'm using that. I don't know that I want to get into all these skillets and stuff like that. I don't want to be dealing with all those overseas matters and issues, and y'all be about to ride me when y'all seasoning ain't ready, let alone cookware. I mean, unless somebody want to do mine for me, like Walmart or Ross or Target, I just have to wait till my chain come like Tabitha Brown did. I ain't got time to be dealing with all that overseas stuff. Your stuff may be on that shipment. It may not be on that shipment. I don't have time for it. So, that's why I said, no, I don't think that's my thing. We're going to make these patties real quick. And I'm cooking this with a little butter because it just makes the meat so much tender. And I changed the texture of this meat to be more like a chopped steak than I did just a regular hamburger. So I wanted to make sure that it stayed tender and give it just a little bit of moisture. I added butter. Alright? And this is 80-20 meat. And I can't read no comments. I ain't got no glasses on. This is 80-20 meat. Today is my BFF Lottie's birthday and Dandelion's birthday. Ain't that something? They share the same birthday. Like Trina Mac and Willie share the same birthday. Okay, let's get these on. We're going to have more to do. And let's get these on. I'm going to wash my hands. I don't like the way that skillet cooks. Cooking too fast. I don't like the way that skillet keeps cooking fast on me. I'm about to change it. I don't know why this skillet cooking. It's on low. It's cooking too fast. Messing up my plan. saying. I don't mean to be corduroy. Listen. I don't like the way you're cooking. I'm going to change my skillet. Get off the butter, girl. Make a new plan. I don't mean to be corduroy. That's cooking too fast. I don't know. Get on the butter. Make a new plan. I don't mean to be corduroy. Cooking too fast. Oh, get off the butter. Make a new plan. I don't mean to be corduroy, but you're cooking too fast. I said you're cooking too fast. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not really still cooking. No. Okay. I'll be back over there. Get on the bus. Make a new plan. Oh, what's in my head? I don't mean to be corduroy, but I gotta get on the skin. Get on the bus. Make a new plan. I'm coming back, y'all. I promise. Give me a cast iron skillet. I don't know what was going on with that skillet. I don't know. Let me do it. Let's finish this last one. Then we're going to make some biscuits. I don't know why I kept doing that. I changed it out though. Just kept something wrong with that skillet. I know ain't nothing wrong. If something wrong with my cooking element in this, I'll know after this, cause I got a warranty and it'll be going right back over to the stove. Hello, Home Depot. Hello, Home Depot. Can you please send me out a new stove? Thank you. Cause I ain't trying to burn up nothing. I'm trying to get in and out of here. We'll talk after the live. Okay, Willie. Most definitely. I know that's right. I'm finna get off because we normally would be talking about this time. You have to go out and come back in, Rosanna. It's time. You just can't hear, baby. Make sure y'all sprinkle me. Shout out, Jermaine. I'm doing good, y'all. I had a blessed. Thank y'all for asking, and we did. We had a good time. All the people there, you know, they loved me. They wanted to be there. You all watched from afar, and y'all were there too. So I just did. You just did what, my Dumbo? I got this thing to keep grease from popping on my stuff. So we're finna make us some biscuits. Lord, yeah. This lady told me she wiped my cabinets down, and she did not. She did not wipe my cabinets down with the green eggs in hand. She didn't. So we're gonna make us some biscuits. Who all know how to make biscuits? I'm sure you do by now. Because I've been on here 4 years. And I done made every kind of biscuit there is to make. I done made heavy whipping cream. I done made canned milk biscuits, water biscuits, fried biscuits, biscuits as dessert. I done made buttermilk biscuits, sweet milk biscuits, sour cream biscuits, cream cheese biscuits. I done made all the biscuits that I can think of. Blueberry biscuits, strawberry biscuits, peach, apple pecan. I done made them all. Baby, I done made them all. Get on the bus, girl. Making me clean. I think I might be lazy today. Make me some biscuits out of heavy whipping cream because it's got the fat in it. You know, my mama showed me how to do that. Canned milk, because we didn't have no milk. We run out of milk, we use canned milk. I like canned milk biscuits because, you know, canned milk got a unique flavor to it. It tastes so good. No, I ain't never made Cracker Barrel biscuits because they just taste like everybody else's biscuits. And I'm sure they got their own recipe, but I don't know what it is. Y'all, they told me muffins up Friday night. And y'all know I like to wash dishes as I go. And I use the same thing. I ain't making that many anyway. I'm about to take this out my head. Cat head, yes, cat head is just big biscuits. That's all the cat head is. You don't have to change how you make them, they just big biscuits. And to be honest with you, the word cat head originated from, you know, it originated from your, the cat head biscuits. Really, cat head came from cornbread. The word cat head came from cornbread. Yeah, I'm gonna smother this stuff. I'm gonna make a little thin gravy. You don't take much flour for no gravy. You know, I'm funny about my food. And I watch people when they cook. And I see people using a whole cup of flour and all of that. No, you're gonna have to get somebody else to eat that thick gravy. Because what's going to happen when you go in your room and sit down and watch TV and say you're going to eat later, that gravy going to be clumped up in that skillet. You ain't going to be able to do nothing with it. I'm telling y'all, same way with macaroni and cheese. It's going to take, you use that, if you use more than a fourth a cup of macaroni, of flour making your macaroni and cheese, It's gonna taste like dough, flour dough. Oh, what it's gonna taste like. I'm gonna have to call my husband about this. This is doing the most. I can't. That's it. These are done for me. Something going on with this burn in this eye. It's cooking too fast. I'm going to call him about this. It's cooking too fast. You don't want them all the way done. And that's cooking them too fast. Something going on with this middle eye. I took it off of there and turned it off. So we're going to use self-rising flour. And let me get my napkin. We're going to use self-rising flour. Yeah, you can fry your biscuits. I got a backsplasher on here. That's a backsplasher for my grease. Who making what from scratch? What's she talking about? Hold on. Oh, okay. Y'all having your own conversation. All right. So, as y'all don't know me, my name is Tracey, and I am a biscuit maker. A cake maker, I'm a baker, I'm a cook, I'm a friend, I'm a wife. And I'm going to make just a handful of biscuits. It ain't no bunch of people coming to dinner. So this ain't no look who coming to dinner. Alright? And what I'm doing is I'm just adding me a little flour. I don't roll mine out. No. I can still cut them out if I want to, but I ain't messing up my counters. Baby, I use these. These are rollers. You see how they go? That's how you roll your bread. You knead it, you roll it, 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 you knead it, you roll it. That's the technique. So I'm going to make just a handful of biscuits. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use some heavy whipping cream. It's got fat base. And I made these 2 years ago for y'all, or longer. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead and turn your meat off. Go ahead and turn your meat off. You don't want your meat all the way done, because it's going to cook in the gravy. So go ahead and turn your meat off. Set your oven on 450. That's what I cook my bread on. If you cook yours on anything else, that's your thing. But I don't change what ain't broken. Yes, we used to take biscuits and cook them on top of the stove. You can steam them. That's all a dumpling is a steamed biscuit. I have to make y'all some one day. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'll add me a little more baking powder in here, because I just like mine a certain way. You don't have to. You're already using self-rising flour. Don't have to do what I do. Do it your way. It's your thing. You do what you want to do. All right. I don't find the need, because my mama didn't. I don't have to roll no bread. I don't. Even if you want to cut it with a thing, you can cut it in here. Once you get it worked up like you want it. If you just want to, if that's what makes you happy, I'm gonna stir that in. Can y'all see pretty good? Y'all see pretty good. And you don't even have to get your hands dirty, okay? Remember, this is going to be a different texture. It's going to be a little thick. Because you got your fat and everything. You don't have to put no shortening. You don't have to do none of that with heavy whipping cream. And it's going to take a little bit more than it would take a buttermilk, because it's got all your fat base in here. So don't be afraid to use a bit. Now here's the situation with this. Heavy whipping cream is so expensive. And if you can crumble up some butter or some shortening, you don't have to go pay $6 and $7 for no heavy whipping cream. Now Land O'Lakes is the best heavy whipping cream that I know on the market from baking. I love to bake my cakes with Land O'Lakes butter. And I love to make my pies and cream cheese pies and cakes with Land O'Lakes. You're going to treat this just like you would any other biscuit. Once you get it sticky like you want it, then you're going to incorporate a little more. It's expensive. You know, it's going to cost you more than that buttermilk. And I'm going to tell you something else. You're going to have to use more of this to make a set of biscuits than you would to make buttermilk. I'm just telling you. You do what you want to do now. These biscuits, I can turn them into some garlic cheddar bay biscuits. Once you get your biscuits to the right texture, you can do whatever you want to. Nuke sleep. Making some biscuits. That's the texture I want. Uh-oh, did I do that? Well, it's going in the dirty flour. It ain't gonna really matter. I'm not going nowhere. Once it's worn, it's going in the dirty flour. Put this back on the door. So now I'm gonna add a little more flour. Yes, I use it in my cream cheese pies. I do. I absolutely do. I got videos of that up as well. Okay? So now I got this like I want it. And I'm going to add a little flour. Say it, I know it. That's why I say I got to get with y'all so I can cook y'all some biscuits and all that kind of stuff. What is it? You can do this because it's yours. What is it, baby? You just take and fold you some flour around until you get it to where you want it. You gotta gather it up. It was loose. You gotta make it tight. I'll show you what it looked like. Okay.
It smells like garlic.
When you get it kneaded like you want it, just pick it up and start pinching off of it. And you got and put them in your greased skillet and go to work. Okay? That's all you're doing. It's just that easy. I still like to make my biscuits all kind of ways. So I don't just make them this way. Okay? This is being lazy today. I'm being lazy. Because I'm just, I don't know. It's so hot. All right? So I'm working on this. I'm going to give myself one more shake. Because I don't want to make no mess. Take this. I'm going to put it in my hand. Now I got my ball. Okay? And if this ball feel like it don't want to get tight enough, I ain't going to do nothing but roll it in the flour that I got in here. And pick it up. And I'm going to knead it. Just a little bit. Hey. In your hands. That's what kneading is. You're just going to take it. The other will pull the stickiness from the other. You don't even have to worry about it. It's just like playing with Play-Doh. You're going to know when you got it right. Just keep playing with it. Eventually, the sticky going to come from over here. It's going to go over here. Just like y'all. Y'all run from page to page. Eventually, y'all going to stick to one page more than another. All right? Just like that. And I'm just going to take my ball, roll it in a little flour. Like that. And I'm going to keep working it. That's how I do mine. Plain and simple and simple and plain. This ain't no game. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do. Just spin that around. It ain't no work to it. It really ain't. When you get it like you want it, you can press it with your hand. You don't need no rolling pin. You want to cut them out. I'm going to cut these out for y'all just to show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm going to place these on a cutting board. I'm going to press them down with my hands. And then we're going to press them out and we're going to use a cutter for y'all. But you know, I just feel like doing them right here, not messing up my cutting board. All right? Let me wash my hands. So I'm going to press them out like that. I'm going to use my cutter. I ain't making no mess. Why? Because I got to call Willie. Hold on, let me wash my hands. Now come y'all. And then I'm going to get the moving kind of quick. Make my gravy. Alright? Then I'm going to get the moving kind of quick. Make my gravy. And go on by my business. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm going to spray my skillet with some Baker's Joy. I rubbed it with butter and put a little Baker's Joy. Okay. Because my cleanup won't be much. Oh, my cutters. Hold on, let me find my cutters. Cutters. I'm going to make these biscuits not big at all. So I decided that I'm going to use I'm just going to use I think I'm going to use this size. So I'm going to dip it in. Dip it in my flour like that. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on top. I'm going to stick it in there and pull it out. And that's going to be one. Hold on. It's going to be one. And these are pretty thick. That's going to be two. These are going to be some pretty, I'm going to pat them a little bit. Because they're going to be kind of high. Three. These are a little thick. I'm just making some biscuits without messing up my kitchen. I didn't dip this one. Hold on. It's all right. 'Cause that's how I do mine anyway. I don't want them too big. They're going to be big anyway. I should have used a smaller one than this. So I'm not going to do nothing but take it, pick it up. Just keep your mess in your bowl. Fold it. Press it again. Fold it. Press it. To how thick or thin you want them. And go for it. I ain't playing. Just making enough for us. And then you clean your mess up. You don't have to mess your whole kitchen up. You get tired of cleaning up your kitchen. You don't want to mess it up. Just get it in there. Make as many as you can. You don't have to make a lot. Some of them I need to press out again. It's going to be too big anyway. That's all I do. And then I'm going to put on some rice. Make a new plant stand. And it's just a biscuit. But I got two of them that I'm not wanting to be as big as they are. So. I'm going to take these two. That was going to be too big for me. And like that. I see one that I don't like, I just change it. And you can do the same thing. If you see something you don't like, just change it. That's how I do mine. I'm just making more biscuits because I'm taking those that's too thick and I'm patting them down. It's one too thick. I like that one though, that's pretty. This is too thin for me. I'll make it bigger. That's how I do mine. And I use all my dough. I do. I use all mine. Get on the bus, guys. Make a new plan. And I can make just one simple biscuit. But I'm gonna have to knead it if I leave it like this. call it. I'm gonna give it its own little area. It's gonna be like a whole cake. Let me shift my bread so it'll have its own space. Gonna be a big biscuit right there. I'm gonna put these biscuits in the oven. I'm gonna pack them down. I'm gonna put my stuff up. So I'm gonna pat them with some water because my mama told me to do that. She said, always pat your biscuits with water or, you know, your milk or whatever on the top so that it will seal your moisture. So I'm gonna give them a little wet pat, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah, you just look at your man giving me some stars. Thank you for the stars. I don't think the star button work over here no more. I really don't. Hold on, y'all. Let me put it with water. Let's see it from washing. Okay. Put it in the oven. Mine will be in the oven for about a good 10 minutes. 10 to 13 minutes is how I like to cook mine. And that part, I'm going to set my timer. So you all know it, babies. Timer. I love you. Yes, I do, man. And so I got different rings. I stack them inside of each other. And when I wash my dish over there, it'll go in. Now I'm going to use some of this flour. And make some. I'm getting out of this, but it still bothers me with something on me. But I'm going to make this gravy, and I'm going to put the rice on because it don't take but a few minutes. All right, so now we're going to make us some gravy. I'm only going to use a little flour, and then I'm going to use a little onion mushroom mix in it. And I'm going to get it a little brown. Now, if you want to, you could open up a can of cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream of mushroom. You can incorporate it. You can incorporate it in your gravy. You can make it be your gravy. You don't have to use flour. Okay, today I'm going to use the oil that I have already from. Let me get myself together. Because I think I want my big skillet. And some salt and pepper. If you got some bouillon seasoning, it'll help you brown. You can make gravy so many ways. You can make it with flour. You can make it with cornstarch. Oh, Darrell, am I right? Darrell, now you know Jesus had this rainbow before y'all did, Darrell. And I'm going to let you have it because I know it's the coalition's month, baby. I know. I done got your whole LGBT. I done got y'all dirty today. But I was cute. But, you know, I didn't wear this. I wore it because I just like the colors. Jarrell told me I am in the flags. Darrell said the rainbow collection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Now, Darrell, you know I'm not a part of that coalition. I like pipe. You already know that, Darrell. Yeah. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Don't get me to talking like that today. Okay, so now we're gonna mess up another skillet that I don't like. Put all this meat in at one time. All right, I'm going to use my big skillet. You back? Okay. Oh yeah, this is God's rainbow. But I ain't finna taste the rainbow. I don't want to ever taste one. I know you hadn't, Darrell. I'm pissed too. I ain't tasting no salt. Amen. We're gonna get something else to do there. God Almighty. I'll be back in there. To do it. I said, I'm gonna be there. Let me use a little bit of this oil I already got. Get these flies out of here. That one fly. I can't get rid of one doggone fly. Can't get rid of it. It's some tails from the crib. Yeah. If you die fly, you don't have to die no more. Again, you don't take much flour. We're not going to use very much flour. So what we're going to do is shake a little flour. And we're going to use Lipton onion packet. And we're going to make us some gravy. All right? You don't have to use a lot of flour. That's your choice. You don't have to. All right? I love everybody, by the way. If you use a lot of flour, you don't give me no gravy. Zarel, I be showing out sometimes. I get a silly spirit. I might do something different with this gravy today. You don't want to use too much of anything like flour and stuff like that, because what happens is it would adhere to your stuff and you would taste the flour and you won't taste the food so much. But you want to taste your flavor of your meat, and you don't want to have just a whole bunch of hunk of flour and stuff. That's all. But if you want to, then you do it. I don't do mine like that. Because I'm going to show you right now, you don't have to use a lot of flour. Watch and see what I do and how I make. This is a different gravy. That gravy already going to be brown looking. Why? Because I got a packet and I got a little flour and they're going to work together. Okay? And they're going to brown together. Now, when you see this grease like this, If you see, I can use just a squishy bit more flour if I want to. Why? Because the flour hadn't took over. And y'all know I ain't even put a fourth of a cup. So the flour hasn't even took over my grease yet. So, but do not, please, y'all. And this is a big skillet. No, you don't want to get your stuff to where it can't cook the graininess off of the flour. You want that graininess cooked off that flour as much as you possibly can. Okay? Alright? It's cooking. It's sizzling. You see that sizzle? That means it's cooking the graininess off. Okay? You can use beef broth, chicken broth, your cousin's broth, whoever broth you want to, veggie broth. It don't matter. You can use plain old water like you grew up with before you got fancy, like Applebee's on a date night. Today, we're going to use some beef broth. We're going to let it be warm, brother. Alright, I'm going to put that rice on. And I'm going to clean my kitchen. Hold on, y'all. Keep your eye on that skillet for a second. Cancer, cancer, serving. Okay. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, right? And so it's cooking. That's what it's doing. It's just cooking the graininess off, and it's giving it a little brown, downtown little Judy brown. Okay. All right. What are you saying? What you calling a name? Give me that beef broth over there. Stop that. Y'all better stop that now. Give it him right here. The broth.
The broth chicken? What are you making?
I'm making ground beef and gravy.
Just you know. It's gonna be done in a minute.
You ain't starving. You know,
It's gonna be done in a minute.
No. Go ahead and give me some water.
What type of water? Cold water?
You know what holy water is. You need some now. Put it in this container.
Get out of here.
Stop playing with me. Come on now. Fill it up. Fill it up. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just all the way to the top almost.
Okay, just come over here and sit down, Ava. Thank you, Ava. Let me check my bread. It's ready. I just need it to brown a little bit. We'll turn it on broil. Let me find my bowl. Got the biscuits on broil. Check my bread, and I'll be back with y'all. Hold on. Check the browning of my bread, and then we go from there. Alright, I'm going to check them out. Rub some butter on them. Done with that. Alright, we're going to take them out. You get a pull out. Alright, y'all. It'll be a little darker though. Give me some butter. Maybe come on over here. That's it. There they go. Simple and plain. $10. I was out of there. Oh, that's hot. There they go. That's pretty. Okay, y'all. Let me pick one of these biscuits up for y'all. They'll be easy to pick up. It's just hot. Avery, look in that end drawer and give me a butter knife. Whew. Hold on, I got one. Can you have one? Put that flour back up there for mommy. The flour I just used. The flour that go back up there. There we got it.
We done?
I like these, but I don't like them better than my buttermilk biscuit. I just don't. They're good. Tastes like a biscuit.
You make those?
But I grew up with buttermilk, so I like buttermilk biscuits over even over sweet
cheese?
milk biscuits. Milk, as y'all say.
Is it true that you could put cheese in biscuits?
They're very good.
Because it looks...
I don't have to put salt in the mixture. I use self-riser. I love buttermilk biscuit. I like the taste of the buttermilk better. But if you don't want to crumble up no flour, it ain't nothing to crumble up your shortening. I like shortening with my biscuits more than I do butter.
Easy.
And the reason why,
Let me try.
the
I want Nikki to try.
the reason why I like shortening better with my biscuits, one is because you don't have to keep them refrigerated. And I don't really keep my butter in the refrigerator at all. Margarine I do. Butter I don't, because I use it so quick, I don't have time. Second is because shortening make a fluffier biscuit. Anybody that bake know that shortening biscuits are much more fluffier. All right? And they give you a better rise than these heavy whipping cream biscuits. The heavy whipping cream biscuits is good. You do have a rise on them. But they just don't rise like buttermilk. They don't. They don't rise like buttermilk biscuits. Made with whole buttermilk. See, it's because, yes, the heavy whipping cream has your fat in it. It's got your shortening in it. Or your butter, because you know you can make butter out of that. And it's got your buttermilk, right? Your fat base. But when you make them yourself, you can control it. You can control how much shortening you want to put in there.
Mama, you said it was okay.
How much butter you want to put in there.
But Mama,
All
this
right?
is a 10 out of 10.
There's no reason for me to add a teaspoon of vinegar into regular milk to turn it into buttermilk when they sell whole milk. I'm not going through all those steps. They already sell it. So why I need to add vinegar to sweet milk to turn it into buttermilk when I just go buy buttermilk? I do that with one of my recipes. I take my chocolate cake, my 30-minute chocolate cake. I do that. I add a teaspoon of vinegar inside of my sweet milk. And then it turns it clubbered. But I buy buttermilk. Where I live, they sell buttermilk. Okay, let's get this person on out of here. You need to, find somebody else to watch. That's all I can do. You have to, I've never seen people pretend. Now, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. I've never seen people pretend that they don't talk with food in their mouth. I go to too many restaurants and I see people sitting across from each other and they are talking. The restaurant is not silent. I see too many people get together with their family get-togethers and they got plates in their lap, they watching the game, they laugh and they chewing. People that pretend like everything bothers them, they probably home with a house that's nasty, clothes that need to be washed, an unmade bed, and a drawers smelling like yesterday. There's nowhere in the world. You ain't even got it like that. That you think that you do not talk and chew. Some of y'all talk in church, whether it's food in your mouth. If it bothers you, why would you watch a person that's cooking that's going to taste their food? Why would you? Some of y'all do the most because you don't have the most. And you try to throw people off because you don't have it like that. So you try to throw people that's got something to lose off their game. You ain't going to throw me off my game. Because the day now, unless I'm going to a deaf restaurant, and all I'm going to hear is spoons go clink, 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 clink. But even deaf people be talking with their mouth full. They be sign languaging. They be saying, why you do that? Right? And you say, I don't know. And then they be talking and they chewing. Right? They be like, what is your name? My name is Tracey.
I mean, Avery.
They come and they say, may I help you? You tell them what you want to eat and drink. Right? They even talk. They talk without vowels, but they be talking. I know. I used to take sign language in case you didn't know that. So I just be them. Because y'all do the most to throw people off. So now you got to go find a whole profile, start a whole page, because you got your BBB, you got your birthday present, your block, and your band. So you can't come back over here. Any page that you create under that same email will not be able to come over here. So when you see people that are back on your page, they took the time to go through all that to start a new page, to come over here, to pick at me. Hey, give me that plate so I can go on and wash this skillet out. That one. I'm going to stack the biscuits in it. Child, you got to find something else to do.
Do you want this constant on?
It's all right. You want another biscuit or something?
You can have one.
I can tell you acting like you want it. Go on over there and get your piece of cheese or something.
A cheese?
You said you wanted to try it with some cheese in it.
Oh, yeah.
A slice of cheese. I'm finna wash my dishes up for today.
Oh.
So I can't tell. I don't know what to tell him. Because if he come over here, I'm going to be talking now, or I'm going to speak when I want to say. You know?
Huh?
Boy, even at my event, people were sitting down eating and they was talking to each other. They were. I'm gonna wash my dishes up. They was sitting down having a conversation. Avery, get you a something. Yeah. They was having a conversation and they was chewing with their mouth open. How dare them? Well, give me a knife too. They was talking and laughing with each other. What's funny? You're not supposed to be happy because you're chewing food. Don't come over my house. Don't, please don't. Don't just show up unexpected. Don't come over.
Cut. Mama.
All them TikToks people be eating on. You got people that's eaters. What they call themselves? Mukbangers? And you want to come over here and mess with me because I pinched off of a biscuit.
Reach it, Mama.
I'm gonna wrap these biscuits up and clean my kitchen. You hear me? Ain't nobody got time for it. That's the hole right here. This the hole. See the hole.
Found my biscuit.
Y'all can do your biscuit.
Mom.
I'm gonna wash my kitchen.
Mr. Mom. Mom. Mr. Mom.
Throw myself away.
Mama.
Put that in the can.
I'm looking at the
And then
can.
here go your bread. They sending all of them over here. I told y'all. Everything that looks smart ain't smart. They sending all of them over here. Y'all know who they are. They the ones that's mad. Somebody go say, go over there. Now it's your turn. Now you go mess up her podcast. Go on over there. Y'all done put in a new kitchen. We still can't get her to leave. Woo! Go on over there. What I tell y'all, you didn't open this door. You can't shut it. You didn't open it. You can't shut it. Sick and Smooth, they couldn't stop your shine. They can't shut it. The door that you didn't give me, you cannot shut it. You don't have keys to the kingdom. You don't have keys, access to the throne room. All you doing is building me more and more and more and more and more. So you can't. You gotta holler till your help come. Yeah! You can't. Send somebody else over here. You cannot shut a door that you did never open. You can't even stand in the middle of my door because you did not open my door. What you're going to mess around and do is the person that opened my door going to get you. You will not enter in nobody's high-rise apartment and a concierge going to let you get by. If you think a concierge won't let you get by, what more do you think God gonna do to you? My God from Zion, all I can do is say, Lord, have mercy. Because the day of reckoning, since y'all want to talk about exposure, the day of reckoning is coming. Reckoning. The day of reckoning is coming, just like it came for Pharaoh that kept on and wouldn't leave God's people alone. You just sit back, relax, and you put on your headgear. And you think you can just mess with everybody because he ain't done nothing yet. Baby, he comes like a thief in the night. He come when you least expect it. When everything you touch start to crumble, when everything you move and shift start to fall, when your home don't have no peace, when you can't sleep at night, when everything you start to think about what did you do to get what you got and what you going through, then you're going to come and realize, oh, I did a lot of things. And now my day of reckoning is coming. I sit around and I play God. I judge people's life. I told them they were going to be exposed. I tried to expose them. I tried to come against them every form and fashion. I even tried to make peace, and you didn't want peace. So there's going to be a season where there won't be no peace. You might want to go read. Hey, babe. Perfect time.
Mama, try.
I know it's good. You're going to finish it. It ain't going to be no peace. You're going to search for it and you're going to find it. We're gonna have it. Hey, honey. All I gotta do is put on your rice, wash my dishes up. It ain't gonna be no peace. You can't find it. You ain't gonna be able to buy it. You know why? Because you made a deal. And you were clothed in your right mind when you chose to start. So you don't have no excuse. You can pick with somebody's kid so much. You're going to make that mama come out. I told you all that story about that mama. Because her daughter got beat up. She snuck and told that girl to come back and play with her daughter. And what she did? She beat that girl. And she beat her with a stick that had nails in it. She tricked her over there. And the enemy tricking y'all. And when your day of reckoning comes, you the one winning. You under witchcraft and you deceived. And the thing about it, the people that tell you all the time, they don't come watch. It's screen recorded. It's sent to them. I don't watch that. I don't watch that. You stupid. They sending you over here. Even though the blood is still on their hands, it's no different color. It's no different than the men that held the coats. Like Paul held the coats of the men that killed Stephen. Darius Cook's got his name on the back of his skillet. That's the first time I've seen it. It ain't gonna be no peace. You ain't gonna be able to find it. Just like when the rapture comes, you're gonna be able to find your way. Just constantly come over here to bother people. But you just as responsible. And you're going to be crying, Lord have mercy. And he's going to say, you didn't even get it right with the person that you did wrong. You didn't have no mercy. You didn't know what mercy was. You said this was the year that exposed you. Like you can expose somebody. Expose somebody. What you going to expose? You're going to just keep paying people to dig in folks' past, credit reports, ZabaSearch.com, $100 for this and $100 for that. Have at it. You can't do nothing with nothing you find. If a person ain't broke no law, you just found out something they didn't tell you. That's all I can tell you. And you better hope you got the right person, because if you end up with the wrong person with the false information, the day of reckoning is coming. Everybody that tries to expose will have a day of a reckoning. And the reckoning means, I reckon you might be going to court. I reckon you might be getting sued. I reckon you're going to be got for defamation of character. I reckon you're going to be messing around and you're going to get got for trying to mess up my business. Because this is a business, you know. I reckon you might want to go on about your business. Tabitha Brown told y'all that. Have the most amazing day. I mean, the most amazing. But if you can't, don't come over here. Skip past this page. But baby, you can't touch anybody. And I'm one of them who's going to let you keep messing with. And I don't worry when he's going to do it. I know he's going to do it because I got faith to know he's going to do it. I got faith to know, honey, I can conquer anything through him. So, you can't keep coming over him. And you can do what you want to. You know who Haman is? You ain't going to hear about him but in one chapter. I'm going to see if I got it. Anybody know who Haman was? Past tense. Anybody know who Haman was? It's amazing how these names kind of be a part of who they were. His name was Haman. Let me get over here and get this rice started. I don't be playing about get my work done. You can't touch it. It was a man. that kept on picking. There was a man that kept on picking with Mordecai and his family. He even plotted to have Mordecai hung. His name was Haman. But he ended up being a hanged man. Ain't that something? His name was Haman, but he ended up being a hanged man. Well, favor go further than money. And old God had favor with the king. And she sat in that courtyard till he recognized her. Sometimes you got to stay on your face. And until God get ready to recognize you. And when he finally called her in, he said, what troubles you? Because he liked her. What trouble you, my dear? What's wrong, baby girl? I done picked you as being one of my favorites. I'm busy, but you waited in the courtyard. You didn't treat me like my other wife. When I told her to come, that's why she ain't here no more. She didn't obey me, but you waited till I called you. So what's wrong, baby girl? And she said, well, I have a situationship going on. And he said, well, what's going on? She said, it's a man. And it's your right-hand man. And he said, who? This is a story now, I'm telling y'all a story. He said, who? She said, Haman. She said, what is he doing? Well, you know Mordecai is a good Jew. He didn't know she was a Jew. But you know Mordecai's one of your good Jews. They dwell in the land, they pay their taxes, they do as they told, they law abiding. He said, yeah, I like Mordecai. She said, well, Haman finna try and kill all the Jews, including Mordecai, under your order. Under mine? Mm-hmm. He said you wanted them all killed. He said, Haman been up all night building this stand to hang Mordecai on in front of the Jews. So they said, go get Haman. Because see, some people overstep their boundaries. Go get Haman. I ain't never told Haman to be killing off no Jews. Go get him. Bring him hither. They went and got Haman. They was dragging Haman by his shirt like this. He was like, get over here. They was dragging Haman. I was afraid. Get over here. You know Daddy won't you get over here. They got Haman in there. He said, I'm paraphrasing. He said, what this bull I hear? You up here saying stuff in my name. Up here finna kill off some of my best Jews. Mordecai is an upright standing Jew. He pays taxes. These people, good people. You leave my Jews alone. I ain't told you to do nothing. He looking at her like this. That wasn't all she told him. She let him know. He doing this in your name. He ain't to be trusted. You like my rainbow dress? Thank you. Skittles, taste the rainbow. He said, it is pretty though, ain't it? I don't wanna buy. And so that's what she was singing to him. She was like, King, I don't wanna bore you with this. Oh, but I need you, I need you, I need. So basically the same harness that he was going to use to hang Malachi in front of the Jews, he basically built his own harness. And before his family, he hung. He hung on the same harness that he was trying to hang Malachi on. Be careful. You dig one ditch, you better dig two, because the ditch you dig just might be for you. I got to put on some rice. Now I'm trying to help you out, because you're not going to be able to close this door. You didn't open it. God told me the next time I cook to turn my camera on. So if you got a problem with my door being open, you need to see him. Go wait in the courtyards and see. Until then, if you keep messing with me and he got this door open, you better ask Pharaoh, oh, you can't. Because him and his boys drowned in the Red Sea. See, that door wasn't open for them. It was open for God's people. And they thought they was going to pass through anyway. So you think you're going to have a hallelujah anyhow. And that you're going to picket people anyway. And that the door that God's opened, that you're going to walk through and bully his people. You just don't go to Sunday school to realize everybody that's done tried to do that outcome did not turn out good. Whether I live to see it or not, vengeance is the Lord's, not mine. But what I do know is, baby, if your hands ain't clean, you ain't getting nothing. And what I do know is you're going to mess around, and from generation to generation, you're going to put a curse on your family. And ain't nobody going to be able to lift it, because the man that put it on it would decide when he want to take it off. Why? Because he said, you messing with mine, I might as well mess with yours. You don't want to give my house nothing, I'm going to stop giving yours. You don't want to be a covenant keeper with me, then I'm not going to keep you. I'm not going to give you my cookies and let you go start a church. You don't want to call on my name, then don't call on my name when you need me. You say that you love me, you can't live without me, then why do you call me only when you need me? When your midnight come, I will be over in the day. If you don't need nothing from me, and I don't need nothing from you, and if you want to ride it out, and if this is what you're satisfied with, he said, have at it. You not no robot. You old enough to know better. If you want to build your own noose, make it comfortable for your neck. You want to dig a ditch? Dig it for you. I know how to handle mine. He said, because one day, death gotta die. So I already know what size the graveyard need to be. But you have at it. You have at it. How you feeling? Not good? Sore? It's that stiffness coming off that medicine. It make you so stiff. Let me find my Ed, will you give me 2 packs of rice over there in that corner? So with that being said, I got this gravy over here, and I'm gonna straighten up my kitchen, because my husband forever cleaning it up. He don't feel good. I got mushrooms in this gravy. This is some of the best gravy. Try it. Y'all saw what I did in this gravy with this mushrooms and stuff. Y'all try it. This is some good gravy. It's really good. And I added, let me tell y'all what I added in it. It's still simmering, but it's not going to be too thick. It's still simmering. I added a can of cream of celery to it. You can add a can of cream of mushroom, but you don't have to make your gravy overly thick. Hey, Renee Lester, how you feeling? Now, I'm not going to be cooking a heap a lot because it's hot. And we're supposed to be getting up near 100 degrees. And it's going to be hotter tomorrow than it is today. Eddie, did you know a rock hit my car and broke my window? Nuki showed it to me today. I guess when we were coming home from everything. I guess something when we heard that pop that day. So all I gotta do now, he can it's 98 degrees right now. So he can take and he ain't gonna get nothing but some rice. You don't want to eat too heavy. Drink you plenty of liquid. Give me my bottle tea like that. Liquid. Eat you some watermelon. Freeze you some tea. This is sugar free. Freeze you a block of ice like me. Baby, look at that. Look at that. It's a block of freeze that block of ice. Shake it up. Shake it down. Move it in. Move it around. Disco leg. I know y'all tired of me. And I know I need to get off of here and boil this till rice. Because I ain't going to do nothing but put it in some water. It'll be done. I'm going to wash up these fruit dishes. And get Nuki to sweep my flour. And we got dinner just like that. So for dinner, we're going to have this gravy with the onions and the mushrooms. And we're going to have us over rice. And we got some biscuits. And that's all. As long as you're not hungry and you can put something in your mouth, you're doing fine. And so that's how I see it. We have a meal. It ain't no Sunday meal. We done ate all that food. So that's what we have. In the summertime, I try to cook 1 dish meals if possible. All mine's clear. Oh, listen to me. What I say to one, I say to all. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. What I say to one, I say to all. Love covers a multitude of faults. What I say to one, I say to all. I love you. Yes, I do. And if they didn't open your door, please don't let them stand in the doorway. Somebody may be wanting to come in while you leaving out. And you cannot shut a door that you didn't open. And you can't control a door that you don't own. This my house. It's my door. It's my plans he have toward me. And I love y'all. I'm going to go see and talk to my husband. I'll see y'all later. Indeed.